Yay, and welcome back to another episode of Father and Sundays, the unexplainable guide to absolutely nothing. This week, we are on episode 109.
109?
And we are talking about Mexico.
Mexico.
Anyway, stick around if you want to hear more. Well, hola there, Dad.
Yes.
And hello.
Hola.
How are you?
I'm alright. I'm not too bad. I'm glad I'm back indoors now because it's raining a lot outside.
Did you not enjoy the recording session of podcast outside?
No,
Maybe we should do that one day.
Well, yeah, I have suggested it a number of times and you told me it was logistically a nightmare.
Well, it would logistically be a nightmare, yeah.
So we have quite a nightmare doing it anyway, let alone outside. So, yeah, I'm willing to give it a go. We've done it before. We did On the Run. That was outside.
It's true.
Yeah, still have to do a lot of work though. That's the only thing. So are you alright?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'd just like to quickly just mention something at the start.
Okay.
I'd like to apologise for last week.
Apologise for it?
Yeah,
Why?
I'd like to apologise for last week because there's a couple of things. One, wow, that was a long episode.
It was a long episode, yes.
Yeah.
I think because we'd structured it slightly different, we got a little bit
Turns
in
out
the swing of things. And
AI had a lot lower expectations of us and thought we'd speak for a lot less than what we did.
yes, that's true.
But we speak a lot more than what he was expecting. So there's that.
Yeah,
So really it's AI's fault.
yeah.
And also, partway through, you may have noticed that it got quieter.
Yes,
It
no,
did get
I've
quieter.
forgotten about that.
Now, the key reasoning for that was because...
We started speaking like this.
yeah, it was because we started speaking like this. And the fact that we didn't record a chunk.
That's
I
right.
didn't click record.
I did see a look on your face I haven't seen for some time.
If you can...
Panic that you had on your face.
Yeah, if you listen to one bit, you say something like, "You okay?" And I go, "Yep, I'm fine." Because that's when I've realised.
I'm going to cry.
That's when I've realised I wasn't recording. Now, when I say I wasn't recording, we normally have a backup recording running because of previous events where we've lost recordings completely. And
But
we've actually recorded episodes after, haven't
It
we?
records us from quite a distance away, does it? So it's quite...
no, well, it's not mixed to the same extent. So I put it in. I did turn up the volume, and because it's a long-running recording from start to finish, it's difficult to match it up perfectly. And we ended up just going with it. So
Yeah,
my apologies for that last week.
Okay, fair enough.
Hopefully, I'll remember to record everything this
I
week.
forgive you.
I'm recording so far.
Good. And I think what I'll do is remind you when we get to the next stage of it as well. So it will be both our faults if rather than it just being all your fault last week. So it'll be both our faults this week if it goes wrong. Yeah?
Wow.
So, you're back at work this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's back at work. Hated it. Not hated it.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
You know when you go into work after a
it is
time
horrible,
off,
isn't it?
I walked in and I think everyone could tell I just didn't want to be there.
Well,
I went in really grumpy on Monday and Tuesday.
Pretty much.
It
Yeah.
went quick.
You were grumpy, were you? You weren't grumpy when you come home?
No, it's because I was at home.
Oh, right, okay. No, I must admit, I'm back at work this week, and I did my first day of volunteering or morning. That was good fun.
Well done on that.
And then I was back on work on Tuesday, and it's the same as it ever was. So I'm really, really enjoying it. But never mind, I need a job because my car's costing me so much money, we're probably going to have to remortgage the house.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Well,
just got to keep going.
I'll be honest, I just didn't want to be there. I'd spent, when you have your time off and you kind of go, wow, I'd rather be self-employed.
Really that bad? I didn't realise.
It wasn't so much that. It's just like, I do enjoy my job. Legitimately, I really do enjoy my job. However, I was just like, you come away from annual leave and you kind of go,
I often feel like I want to retire.
Go back to work. Yeah, but I think it's more about the freedom. That's what I think. It's not, and I know it's not that free being self-employed, but I thought to myself, maybe I do need to book a holiday, a book to go away somewhere. Yeah. But then I realised that you've actually I've got a book of time work, so it's very difficult to balance and manoeuvre because you've got to think about other people as well.
Well,
but anyway,
hold that thought because a little bit into this, I might be able to give you a suggestion of where you might want to go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but there you go.
But yeah, I did go into work, and the week got better. I think it was just like the return to work type situation.
Fair enough. Well, my work isn't all bad. I do have a laugh
Ceiling
while
fell
I'm at
down,
work.
didn't it?
What?
The ceiling fell down at your
The ceiling fell down at my place again, and they've now had someone in to fix it. And what they've done is they've tied some tarpaulin to bits of the ceiling, because it's got them ceiling tiles in it and the framework, asbestos tiles, I might add. And then what they've done is they've put a hose through the tarpaulin and then tied it so it's completely sealed. And then the hose runs down to a huge big bucket in the corner. So that's all fixed then. We don't have to worry about that anymore, do we? My God. That,
it's like a really big plaster.
that sums up everything. But, right, have you ever, I want to ask you this, because the person I work with...
So I'm just looking at you, there's massive, there's a big thing in between us, isn't there?
There's something that's come between us, and we really should bring it up now before I carry on.
Because I'm just looking at you and there's a massive firework on your head.
Yes, there's a massive Disney castle sitting right next to me, so I can just about see you through the turrets and that.
Yeah, there's a Lego Disney castle between me and
Look,
you.
it does look quite spectacular.
Yeah.
Going to rig some lights up in that. That'll look great.
It's big, isn't it?
It is big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, right, she said to me...
Who?
The person I work with.
Oh.
She said to me, I had something really nice last night. I said, what did you have? She said, and bear in mind, she comes up with great things anyway. She said, I had a chicken tikka lasagna.
Chicken tikka lasagna. Oh, actually sounds good.
Right.
I like the sound
Well,
of
you
that.
say that. And I said, what? And she said, a chicken tikka lasagna. I said, and I started laughing thinking she got it wrong, but she hadn't. It's actually something, I think it was from Iceland or something. But she said she bought this chicken tikka lasagna as a ready meal. It's got, and I went back the next day and asked her about it again. She said it was all right. She said it was quite nice. She said it had pasta, but instead of having sort of the sauce like tomatoey
Mince
sauce and all the rest of it, it's got chicken and curry sauce, and it's topped off with some Bombay potatoes.
Oh, I like that.
But I
feel like it'd be good with like a bit of mango chutney on the top as well.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Wow, it's the pasta mashup.
I think the only thing that throws me off is the pasta. I reckon you could make a chicken tikka lasagna, but substitute the pasta for poppadoms.
Wow. Now we're talking. Right.
Yeah.
Right, write that down. Quick, write that down, the idea.
I'm going to pretend to write it down.
Right, yeah. Well, have you got it all down there?
Yeah, I've just stroked my
Do you
hand
need another
slightly.
finger? Because that one's run out.
That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah.
Just stroking the palm of my hand with my finger and it's run out of ink.
Right, but, so she said that was wonderful, but I was a little bit apprehensive because she had also, she's the same person who went to Iceland and bought shredded chicken knickknacks. So basically what they do is, you know, knickknacks, as in the crisps.
Knickknacks, yeah, they're nice.
They do them same flavours of shredded chicken in frozen bags. These are not the words she actually used, but she did say that didn't taste very nice.
Oh.
She doesn't use that
Did
sort of
she
language.
use some
She used
creative...
some more colourful
Yeah.
language than that, as she does. But yes, so I thought that was interesting. So, but did you write that down? Yeah.
Oh,
Show me. All right. But the idea of poppadoms, genius. Because I can't work out why the pasta would work. Anyway,
Or
that's
naan.
by the by. Yeah.
No, I think you can have garlic naan with it.
A little bit nervous sitting here. I know this castle's right next to me. Bit nervous because you've put the pictures back up right above me, haven't you?
Oh yes. So not long ago, some pictures fell off my wall. One was drawn by the YouTube artist Jazza. It's an original piece by him.
Yeah.
It's up on the wall. It fell down, and what it took down with it was a picture of you that I drew.
By Kazza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've stuck them back up using the same stuff that I stuck with before.
Yep.
But some extra bits. They're command strips. I put some more command strips on it.
Well, that should
And,
work, shouldn't it?
You're shaking the table.
Otherwise, we'll sue them.
Yeah, so let's hope that doesn't fall on your head.
Let's hope not.
I did think about that last night. I was thinking, if they fell off and the cats were in here, will it kill the cats?
Well, it could injure them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't kill them.
Well, yeah, let's hope not. because it will
But
be...
the same could go for everything. Like, you could drop a knife in the kitchen. Do you remember the other day when you nearly stabbed me?
Well, I nearly stabbed you because I'll just like to clarify this. I was cooking and chopping some stuff at the time, and you came to give me a hug, and I said, hang on a minute. You went, no. And I said, hang on a minute, because I'm going to stab you if you come closer to me. Not because I didn't want a hug, but because
really
I
didn't
didn't
want
know
the hug.
Yeah. You're not hugging me properly. But there you go.
Keep bleeding of love.
We're talking about the Disney castle. We've gone a bit funny again, and we've started. I've uploaded all the Florida apps onto my phone, we're getting the Florida itch again, aren't we?
Yeah, need to go back to Florida.
That's not a actual thing that you get.
It's a disease.
Go to Florida.
I got a rash.
Yeah.
To go see the doctor
Lots of
about
people
it. It's in the shape of a hidden Mickey.
Oh, right, I see. No, but we've gone a little bit like we want to go back there, don't we? Desperately.
Yeah, I desperately want to go back to Florida.
So I keep looking at the apps all the time and all the rest of it.
I've actually set myself. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about those goals. I was going to say I set myself some goals from when I'm from my birthday onwards for the next year, but maybe we'll talk about those close to my birthday.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Yeah.
There you go. There's a topic we've just come up with on the fly.
Very last thing I was going to say, because it means so much to me, is that I'd just like to capture something that on the 20th of July, at approximately 6 o'clock, in our kitchen, you said I was smart.
Did you write that down?
I did. And there's
you were smart.
There's a witness as well, because I know people think I'm a bit stupid, and but you actually openly admitted that you thought I was clever and smarter than you.
No, I never said smarter than me.
I'm sure that's what you said.
No, I never said.
But you said I was smart, though, didn't you?
I said you were smart. I never said you were smarter than me.
Okay,
Can we just clarify?
All right.
Yeah, I said because you said something about.
I was talking about work and
said, I know I'm not that smart, but like whatever. I went, you are smart.
All right. Well, I'll take it anyway. I'm buzzing now. I'm really buzzing because I'm thinking like I'm not as stupid as I thought I was. Anyway, Mexico.
Oh yes. So this episode is about Mexico.
Mexico. Right. Well, you've got an experience with Mexico as well, and this happens quite a lot on these podcasts because. I don't know if people have listened to these before. Obviously, we did something about Romans, and you were in the play Romulus and Remus, weren't you?
Yeah.
We did something about Robin Hood, and you were in Robin Hood.
Yes.
There's been various different ones. We talked about Greek.
We haven't done the Star Wars episode where I played Yoda in Back to the 80s.
Oh no, that's true. But we've done Greek mythology, and surely that was the Minotaur.
Theseus and Minotaur. Yep. Did that.
But also. You played a Mexican in one of your plays.
Yes, I played a Mexican. One of the 5 Mexicans.
Oh, what number were you? Do you remember?
Probably number 1.
Really?
Do you
number
remember?
1 Mexican. But I can't remember why you played a Mexican.
It was the nativity story, obviously.
What? Are we talking about Mexican Jesus? Is it the Mexican Jesus story?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
No.
What was it? Why were you Mexican?
Can we just clarify? This was my primary school. They used to play around with things a bit. And actually, in the grand scheme of things, like, I actually don't remember what order I was in. I seem to remember me being quite early.
I thought there was only 3 of you, but there you go.
I
Maybe
thought
I'm thinking of 3 kings.
Yeah. Well, no,
we
were Mexicans.
As opposed to the famous 5 Mexicans.
Yeah, the 5 Mexicans. Yeah. So, yeah, we arrived to see Mexican Jesus.
Yeah.
And or Jesus, sorry. Mexican Jesus.
Mexican Jesus.
Yeah, that's how you meant to pronounce it. Yeah. And we brought him gifts.
What? Tortillas?
No.
No. What did you bring him?
Oh, because I was wearing a sombrero as well.
You was wearing a sombrero, yeah.
I brought him a guitar.
Why did you bring him a guitar?
I brought him a guitar so I could sing him songs at bedtime.
You did indeed, didn't you? But I don't remember that story. See, I've watched many nativity.
Why was it so weird? Because in reality,
I've
I'll be honest
watched many
with you,
nativity
for a very long
plays.
time I thought they were 5 Mexicans.
Oh, you know, because
5 Mexicans of the nativity story.
Yeah, I know. I don't really understand it.
What did
but
the others bring him?
I don't know.
I honestly can't remember. Was
No,
I the
but
only Mexican?
Weren't you all bringing him guitar to sing him songs at bedtime, or was it only you?
I brought him a guitar. Was I the only Mexican? Was everyone else?
No, they were all Mexicans.
Oh, right, okay.
I just don't understand. And when I started thinking about it again, I've taken it as that's the norm all the way through. And then when I started thinking about it because of this podcast, I thought, that don't really make much sense. Unless it's the Mexican Jesus story. In which case, you've got more donkeys, Mexicans, and...
camels. Do they have camels in Mexico?
They've got deserts, but I don't know if they've got camels.
Sounds like a Google job.
Does sound like a good
Do that
job.
in a moment.
So, Mexico. So, like, obviously, you know a little bit about Mexico, don't you? So, we talk about that?
Oh, we can do. We can talk about Mexico.
Well, we've already established. We were just talking before we
Where's
started.
that from?
What, Mexico? Well, there's
Mexico.
a lot. It's a thing. The reason I know it is Family Guy, but it's like they take the mickey out of certain things. Anyway, I think it's quite insulting to certain women. So I'm not going to go into it in case I get myself in more trouble than I probably already am. We are big fans of Mexico. We go there every time we go to Epcot.
We do. I was wondering where I was going.
And it's one of my favourite rides, and yet it's just a little boat ride in it, but I absolutely love it.
I love Mexican food.
Yeah, we do. We're going to have Mexican food today, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll get... Because this episode, just to let you know, is being recorded in 2 parts. One part is being recorded before dinner, and the other part is being recorded after dinner.
Yes. So
we'll be more Mexican after the break.
We may be even more Mexican than we are already. But, yeah, we love that ride, so we're honorary Mexicans anyway.
Is that
also,
all it takes?
No, not necessarily, but also your sister and your brother-in-law are going on their proper honeymoon next week. And where are they going, Connor?
Mexico.
So we thought we'd have a little look into some of the things around and give them a bit of information about it, perhaps give them a few tips, and perhaps even find out if they know anything about Mexico.
Maybe even speak to them about Mexico.
Well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll have to see.
Hopefully we will.
So, did you know, for a start, right, before we get into much else, I'm going to give you a few little facts about it, okay? So...
Capital. Are you going to tell me the capital?
No, I was going to say to you, did you know that Mexico is not its real name?
No, it's called Mexico.
Oh, no, it's not even called that. Its legal name is the United Mexican States. Up until 1821, it was called New Spain. So it's not actually officially called Mexico. So there you go. Right.
Yeah, but like that goes for a lot of things. Like a lot of countries, for example, Germany.
Yeah.
Deutschland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their name. That's what they call themselves.
Yeah, but it's not even... Okay, I see your point. Right, population?
Yeah, like, for example, America's not actually called America, is it? It's called the United States of America.
But yeah, but
it's the exact same thing. The United States of Mexico.
I thought it was like particularly different from that anyway. Because they don't actually call it United Mexican States, because they'd say United whatever in the Spanish, they would say.
Because that sounds sometimes going,
What? What?
UMS.
Oh, right, okay. I wonder what the hell was going on there. I thought you'd had some sort of mini stroke. Population of 127.5 million as of 2022, compared to the UK population, which was 62 million. Sorry, I had one of those buffering moments again. 67,508,936 people. As of 2022, very specific for that.
Was that the census?
Mexicans are too chilled out to do that. Huh?
Is that the census?
Yeah, I believe so, in 2022.
Was the census last year?
Well, these are the stats that I've got anyway.
Who's looking at these stats?
People.
At what particular point in time was this recorded?
2022.
Yeah, but like, is there a set exact time that this happened? Because surely that someone would die or be born.
Well, it's not going to be absolutely accurate, isn't it? I mean,
Well,
is
they
it?
gave a very accurate number.
Well,
didn't
that
they?
did. I mean, the Mexicans didn't bother. They said 120. Well, I don't know if it was the Mexicans that said this, but I got it off of some information. It said
United Mexican States.
127.5 million. But the comparison is what I'm saying is that in comparison, we've got half of that as a population. I know
Right.
we're a much smaller country.
Should we move on?
Its capital. Do you know where its capital is?
M.
Well, keep going.
Yeah. M. It's capital M. Mexico
Yeah.
City.
Mexico City, well done. It has got a capital M. The population of which is 22.085 million. No, 22,085,000. I've got to stop reading these out. Compared to the London...
You are right.
Yeah,
When you said that the first time, 0.085,
yeah.
that was still correct.
Okay, thanks. London population at that time, 9,541,000. So again, half of the amount of people living in that particular place. It's split into 32 states, such
Smaller,
as
isn't it, though?
Quintana, Nuevo Leon, and Chihuahua.
That's where the Chihuahua's from.
It is where the Chihuahua's from. It has the world's biggest pyramid.
I think you said the world's biggest Chihuahua.
Chihuahua, yeah. Great Pyramid of Cholula, built by the Spanish in 1594. It is 4.45 million cubic meters.
Because everyone thinks of, whenever you say pyramids, you think of Egypt.
Well, you do think of Egypt, and
We've done an episode on that.
we have done an episode on that, but it's not necessarily the case. They've got these great. There's an ancient Aztec and Mayan civilization, I should say. Civilization is a shortened version of that.
Yeah.
That has existed there.
Or just Civ.
And obviously, like many of countries, they were invaded by the Spanish or by other countries, and the Spanish
Mainly
started settling
European
them.
countries.
European countries. But they used to use the Aztecs and the Mayans. They used to use the pyramids as temples. They had sort of sophisticated techniques of agriculture, and they used to have human sacrifices,
That's nice.
which is nice. But on a slightly better note, Mexico is quite diverse, has deserts, rainforests, and lovely beaches.
Fact check.
In episode 107, Atlantis, I talk about my trip to the Peak District, where there was an opportunity to visit a lost village under a reservoir and the famous Derwent Pencil Museum. But that was a bold claim, as the Derwent Pencil Museum resides in the Lake District, not the Peak District.
Fact check.
Well, we took a quick break there. Wasn't the quick break we were talking about earlier when we ended up having fajitas or fajitas? That was actually a break for you to take
my medication.
take your medication.
Yes, it was, because I've forgotten to do it this morning, so thanks for bringing that up. But
That's
great.
But now we all know you're going to be okay.
I should be.
Either that or he's taking drugs and he won't be okay for the rest of the time.
No, I will be okay.
He says.
Yeah, I will.
He
One
says.
of the things that fascinates me about Mexico, do you know what it is?
I've got a good guess because we spoke about it before we hit record. Do you want me to guess?
Dia de los Muertos.
Ah, yeah.
The Day
The Day of the Dead. Yeah.
So, I mean...
In Coco.
It is quite a... Well, yeah, Coco, yeah, you're right. But it is quite a famous thing, and it's quite recognised around the world. It's celebrated by many... Probably the Hispanic societies around the world, really. I mean, Mexico, we think of it. We think of the big celebrations, the big fiestas, the big sort of...
Mine's just a normal
parties and
size
such.
fiesta.
Yeah. But they do actually do this around other Spanish-speaking countries and with that sort of thing. But Mexico itself, it actually takes place on November the 1st and 2nd, so All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. But there's a big no, because people often refer to it as Mexico's Halloween. And apparently that's something you very much shouldn't do. Because, well, I mean, we've talked about our, I think we could say hatred of Halloween. No, but we talk about a disliking of Halloween and the goriness of it and the, the macabre side of it. Now, the actual Day of the Dead, the celebrations there, is a really nice.
Yeah.
It's striking, and yes, some of the imagery is skulls and bones like skeletons.
But colourful.
But very, very colourful. I mean, it looks beautiful. And also, for the right reasons as well. It's not... it's a celebration of life, not death, I guess. And a Halloween you would argue maybe is a celebration of death.
Serial killers.
Yeah, and things like that. But this is a celebration of life. And, I mean, the stuff they do you mentioned Coco, and I know we often refer to films and Disney and this, that, and the other. But that was a really nice sort of... I don't know if it's a...
Have you watched it all the way through?
Original, yes, I have. Original story, or whether it's based on another sort of story. But the idea that at that particular time you welcome your relatives that are passed on, you welcome them back for a period of time to the land of the living by perhaps decorating their grave, or having altars like with their pictures and their favourite foods and things like that as well, and have that prepared for them. I think that's a wonderful way of doing it. I mean, you talk about remembering people that you've lost. And you do that all the time, all throughout the year because of various different things. But to celebrate them in such a sort of vibrant and joyful way, it is music.
Yeah, it does look like, it looks like a very big celebration and actually quite a lot of fun. But I can imagine being part of it and that would be incredible.
I imagine if you went to Mexico at the time that this was happening, it would be really good to be respectfully join into their celebrations. But some of the decorations, the flowers, I think they use sort of marigold flowers quite often, which are orangey sort of colour. But I've seen pictures of graves that have been absolutely covered with these flowers. And I know you think of a grave being a somber place, but it just looks fantastic. It makes you think. It's the kind of thing that you think, why can't we do that in our culture? Why can't we have a day where we celebrate everyone in our culture? Well, yeah, and as I said, we personally we might celebrate people that we've lost on their birthdays or at Christmas, but by just mentioning them or considering them and thinking about memories you have of them, but to actually celebrate over a couple of days, everybody celebrating, I think that would be a wonderful thing to do. Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree. It would be a wonderful thing to do. Should we start doing it? We should start doing it. So I was thinking to myself, so if you were to set up when I'm 150 or something like that, and and I've gone. Where have you gone? I've gone to a better place. Oh, a different Florida? Place. Yeah. But what would you put on an altar for me? How would you celebrate my life? What sort of things? What food would you put on there for a start? Chocolate digestives. Really? Would you think that's more for you though than for me? Because that for you? Why? Because you get hungry while you're. Because you always eat all the chocolate digestives. I don't always eat custard creams. Then custard creams is probably more what I eat. Yeah. Yeah, but right, whenever we have a pack of chocolate digestives, I want you to admit this is turning straight away. This is turning to something. Because you questioned it. Well, because you asked, what do I want to put on your thing? Okay, sorry, no, I'll shut up. Go on, you tell me. So. Chocolate digestives. Custard creams. You're supposed to be remembering me fondly. You're not supposed to be agitated by this celebration of my life. To be fair, it'd be a good thing to bin all the custard creams and like them, just chuck them on your grave. West Ham shirt. Yeah. A bubble machine. A bubble machine. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuchsias, because you like the fact that they grow in our living room now.
I don't like the fact they grow in our living room now. You know full well.
They come through a small crack in the wall.
I cannot believe you and your mother. I think you're doing this to wind me up.
No, I like them.
You can have any sort of, within reason, any sort of flower or a plant indoors. But you can't have something that's growing from outside through our wall and into our house.
No, you can. You can.
Well, you clearly can because
we've done it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. There you go.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so
yeah. And maybe some lasagna.
Some chicken tikka lasagna.
Chicken tikka lasagna.
Gone full circle. Well done.
We'll just lay that over the gravestone.
Yeah.
And scoop it out, because you do it. You the other day you scooped it out perfectly. By the way.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Scoop it out perfectly, and just lay it on top of the headstone so it slowly slips down.
I'm obviously going through a purple patch at the moment where I'm smart and I can get lasagna out of its dish. I've found the optimal way of doing that. I think that's what it's all about.
All right.
But I'm not going to reveal my
secrets.
because
you can't have people stealing it.
No, exactly. Will you dress up? We are on.
Yeah.
What are you going to dress?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I guess you could dress up as Spider-Man. It doesn't
you just
really
said
matter.
Would you dress up? Yeah, fancy dress.
But is that anything
you gonna wear
to do
fancy
with it?
dress?
Or
Yeah,
are you
really
just
fancy
gonna,
dress.
you're just gonna, is it the one you've got already?
That's got a weird smell nowadays. Maybe not. We'll get a new one just for that.
You need to take it off. That's why.
I've been wearing
You've been wearing it
weeks.
for 6 months. That's what the problem is.
Maybe I wear. But, all right. So you're asking if I'll dress up for it?
Yeah.
Yep. I go in shorts.
Yeah.
Because you're always in shorts.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And a crop top.
Crop top?
I don't know.
I don't wear crop tops.
No, I'm not going to wear a crop top.
Oh.
You do wear crop tops.
I think you should.
You wear crop tops, don't you?
No.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
I don't think I've ever worn a crop top.
Oh, maybe I'll just take my shirt off, but make sure my body is really pale, so it looks like I'm wearing a white t-shirt.
What, like mine, you mean?
Yeah, like
because
yours.
I've got my postman's tan. Yeah, well, no, that sounds quite
And I'll
nice.
deliver letters.
But
your headstone will have a small slot in it, so you can post stuff through it.
Well, for a start, right, you say my headstone, I'm going to be cremated, so there isn't going to be a grave, but it doesn't stop you.
I'm going to make one.
It doesn't stop you putting something together and doing it. I think that's a lovely idea.
Just a door in the middle of a field.
I think to celebrate someone's life or people's lives,
I'm going to paint our local post box black.
Black?
Yeah.
What on earth happened there?
I had a notification.
Did you?
Looking back at my memories from July 22. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, it's the 22nd of July today, as at the time of recording. This would have been Bilbo's birthday, so it's kind of fitting that we're talking about the Day of the Dead.
Oh, right, yeah, Day of the Dead dog.
Yep.
Okay, shall we do something for him?
And Bubbles as well, really, but...
Why?
Well, we celebrated her birthday around the same time because we didn't know the exact day.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Brought down the tone a bit, didn't it?
It did bring down the tone. No, I think you should do that, and I think that's one of the things I'm going to insist you do.
What, have a post box?
No, just
paint the post box black. Is that the bit you talking about?
At the same time as they're celebrating in Mexico, I want you to celebrate my life by doing some sort of parade down the road. And you need to learn to play the trumpet.
Okay. What if I okay, this is just hypothetical, but what if I happen to go before you? What would you do for me?
Well, I would...
Don't deep it too much.
What?
Don't deep it too much.
Deep it?
Yep, because I could see it in your face.
Deep it?
You're getting too emotional about it. Think about it too much. Just answer the question.
Right. If I was going to, in charge of putting together something for you, I would have Oreos. What I would do is
Oreos?
I'd make...
Interesting choice.
I would make a real huge pattern of Oreos because Oreos are your favourite thing in the world.
No, not really. No.
Right. And
I like Jaffa cakes.
I would make the actual altar itself out of Lego.
Right, okay.
Right. And for your favourite meal... I would have a massive long sub.
Right, just because I had Subway today. Is that it?
Yeah, do you like Subway?
It's all right. It's not my favourite.
Right. Well, okay.
You've basically chosen not my favourite confectionery and not my favourite.
Right, I hadn't finished.
I like Oreos.
I hadn't finished.
I
Right.
like Jaffa Cakes more.
Yeah, I was going on to Jaffa Cakes. Like, I would said about the Oreos, and then I'm going to actually do it like jewels within the Oreos, the Jaffa Cakes, because they are the things that you like the most. Like. And I'd also put on there...
bury me with my fish, yeah?
Yeah, I'd put on there some sort of a tank that they could swim about in and that. All these things that reflect your personality.
Like a mirror.
Yes, and a mirror.
To reflect my personality.
Reflect your personality. And yeah.
And the Grinch. Because I've got a Grinch bod.
Because you've got the Grinch bod at the moment. But
less Grinch, more Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat. You're gonna go for it, aren't you?
You're going to beef up and be more like Cat in the Hat rather than the
You're
Grinch.
going to be like in your Dr. Zeus diet and fitness plan that you've got at the moment.
We're already eating green eggs and ham.
Yep. So that should be going well. So no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A few bits just to give, perhaps if Becky and Sam are listening to this on their...
Did we talk about the Grinch thing last week?
I don't know that we did. That might be really random.
That might be really random. Just to clarify, when we were away, I looked in the mirror and I was naked, and I looked at myself and thinking, my body resembles that of the Grinch. And I decided I want to look less like the Grinch and more like Cat in the Hat. There you go. There's your background.
Right, okay. Tips for Becky and Sam. They might be listening to this. Well, no, I thought they might be listening to this on the plane on the way over there. So I would suggest...
Are they going now? I thought they were having fajitas with us.
I'm taking them next week.
Oh.
Not all the way.
But we can have
Mexican. Only part of the way.
Part of the way.
Yeah.
How far?
To the airport.
Oh, right.
If you get hiccups, right, and you're in Mexico, what you need to do is you need to find a piece of red string, lick it, and stick it to your forehead.
Do they have much red string in Mexico?
It's coming out their ears.
And their foreheads.
And off the forehead. If it hangs down your face, all the better. But a piece of red string will get rid of your hiccups.
All right.
Because I'm thinking of them. They're going to be going there. They're going to be perhaps partying a little bit. They might be eating some more spicy food than they used to, and all the rest of it.
No, they won't. Sorry, Becky and Sam, they will not be partying. Becky will be going to bed at 7 p.m. every single night.
No, surely not. Not when you're in a beautiful place like that. Well, we'll see. Burping, right? Burping is encouraged. It's seen as a way of expelling sickness and evil from your body. And in fact...
To be fair, I've been around some of Becky's burps as well, and they are evil.
They are evil entities leaving her body. Apparently, some churches serve carbonated drinks for exactly that purpose.
Yeah.
So they must be quite interesting, like, services. When you've got people, like, either having a bit of string hanging off their head because they've got hiccups from drinking carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
Or, or the same thing with just
you walk into
spirits.
a church and they've got Coca-Cola on tap.
Yeah. On the font.
That's something.
In the font.
Oh, I wonder if Becky will buy me some Mexican Fanta.
I don't think she could be able to bring it back, would she?
Yeah, she would.
You can't bring food and drink back from places.
It's more about like what kind of food and drink you bring it back.
Okay.
Fanta's
okay then.
I brought back Fanta from America.
Did you?
America. Yeah, you can bring back that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Well, some things that you can't.
You can't bring back like a vegetable.
Okay. Some things
organic goods, meats.
Okay. Some things
you can do.
Can't do.
Can't do.
It's illegal to shout offensive words.
What counts as offensive?
Swear words, swearies, and things like that.
That's kind of illegal-ish to do here, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. If you are cycling, if they decide to cycle in Mexico, which I believe, is something that everybody does when they go there, you must keep both feet on the pedals at all times.
What if you stop?
No, not allowed to stop.
What if you stop at a cafe for a drink and you just have to lay on the side?
No, you're not allowed to stop. Once you're on your bike,
that's it for the rest of your life.
Yep, that's it.
We don't recommend you getting your bikes in, Becky.
There's loads and loads of people. This one's for Sam. Nudity is forbidden.
There you go.
So I know.
How'd you have a shower?
I know it's how you choose to live your life, but perhaps just for 10 days, give it a rest.
Can you keep? And actually, whilst we're having dinner as well, Sam, that'd be a good thing for the
That'd
future.
be good.
Please
yeah.
keep your clothes on.
It's not
whilst we're
only
eating
is it respectful for other people, but there's a safety issue as well.
Yeah.
with fajitas.
Yeah.
Right.
I do have a question though. How
Yeah.
do they have showers if they can't take their clothes off?
They don't. They're on bikes, all of them.
Fully clothed in the shower on their bike.
Yep.
With a red string on their forehead.
String on their forehead.
And it's carbonated water coming out the shower head.
No alcohol on the street as well. But that's a bit like here as well. You're not allowed to really. You're not supposed to be walking around drinking. It's probably more likely to get sort of clobbered for it when you're in the town centres and that. But you're not supposed to do it anywhere. And now are the end of my little tips for them.
That's the end of my little tips.
Which sounds a bit funny. Right.
Got a little tip. All right. Well, let's take a fajita break. Actually, no. Yes. Soon.
Yeah.
In a moment.
Okay.
But for you listening, there'll be no difference.
Let's hope not.
But just know that we will be more full.
We will be more. We'll probably mention it as well. So
We'll wobbly mention it.
we'll wobbly mention it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Adios.
Should we play a song?
Well, I think we should before we get on to our fun and games.
You mean there's going to be more fun?
There's going to be more fun. I was
Unbelievable, Jeff.
inspired by your performance. There's two things actually that inspired this song. One, your performance in school as one of the 5 Mexicans for Mexican
Nativity,
Jesus, right?
Mexican Jesus, yeah.
And also that we're still not absolutely 100% sure that you're not going to turn up on Becky and Sam's honeymoon anyway.
Yeah, I've not decided
you
yet.
mentioned many times that you're going to go as well. So
Seems like fun.
the song is sort of inspired by both those things.
Oh,
So if you'd like to play it,
I'll play the song then.
go for it.
When Connor says he's joining you both on your honeymoon, you probably think it's just a joke. You laugh low nervously as he restrings his acoustic guitar. There's just no shaking off this bloke. He sings you many songs at bedtime. He doesn't know when to stop. He's eaten all your cheesy nachos. He's wearing nothing but his Crocs. You are relaxing on your lilo in the swimming pool, and suddenly you hear your names. He floats on by, maracas shaking in his large wet hands. Your holiday won't be the same. He sings you many songs at bedtime. He's with you morning, noon and night, dressed as a spicy enchilada, a poncho and some bright red tights. He sings you many songs at bedtime. This thing is getting out of hand. He sizzles like chicken fajitas. He's formed a mariachi band.
Game time.
Well, that was a lovely song. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very
It's really
much.
good.
Yeah.
It has been a while since I listened to the song
Yeah.
because, as we promised, we have now had dinner.
Yeah. Okay. Did we have anything particularly?
I had a Mexican
Yep.
because of the podcast.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay then. Right. So, quiz.
Quiz.
We have a special guest again,
A guest,
Becky,
Becky.
who's joined us. She's nodding, which picks up really well on the microphone.
Yep.
Yep. There you go.
She's there.
So we
Say
thought
hi,
we'd,
Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Yeah.
okay. We thought we'd test her out
That's her normal intro.
on her knowledge.
Oh, she's got a cough.
Oh dear. A knowledge of Mexico as she's going to Mexico.
You going to Mexico?
Yes.
You looking forward to it?
Yes.
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 You had vaccines?
No.
No. You took that tablet, didn't you?
Took tablets instead, yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, so it's a similar sort of thing then. For a second I was worried that you were going to put yourself at risk, but perhaps not. Okay, so...
Oh, you just go play with the mic, yeah?
Yep. Okay,
close.
do you want to play the jingle?
Oh, you've got a little sting for it?
I've got a little jingle sting for it.
All right. I'll play the... have we got a name? It's just a Mexican quiz?
It's just a Mexican quiz. It'll be self-explanatory.
Oh, okay, I'll play that sting.
Okay.
Play that string.
Señor, señora, y de luna de miel. México por DFDS. Pómete mis pantalones.
What a lovely sting.
It was
What a
lovely,
lovely
wasn't it?
sting.
Thank you very much, Becky. It's very kind of you to say so. It means quite a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have 10 questions.
All right. No, I need a shout.
Right, now this is where we get to the business end of it all. 10 questions. You're going to be asked these questions alternately by me and my colleague over there, Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
All right.
That's what
And
you do, Becky.
These are multiple choice questions.
Okay.
So I want you to have a little bit think about it. Ask again if you want to. And then we'll see if you can, how prepared you are.
Okay.
So, who's going to start?
Do you want to start?
Okay. Becky.
Am I writing these down?
No, you're
Just
all
talk
right.
them
You
out
can- You can
loud.
talk them out loud. You can
Okay.
do some workings if you like.
All
You
right.
Yeah, you
really
can
need
write
to.
down your working out
Okay.
if you want.
This is a mathematical one, so it might work out for you.
Oh.
Question 1. We know there's been some confusion over where Mexico is located on planet Earth, but do you know how many miles it is from Leon Sea to Mexico? Oh, sorry, I've done it wrong straight away.
Try a little bit again.
yeah. We know there's been some confusion over where Mexico
Oh, you
is.
actually start from the beginning.
I'm going to have to do it again if you keep
You have
doing
to
it.
do it again.
Right.
You can't start again.
But do you know how many miles it is from
It's Leon C, by the way. Do you want to give it another
Do
go?
you know how many miles it is from Leon Sea to Mexico's capital, Mexico City? Right? So
Okay.
how many miles is it from where you live
Yeah.
to Mexico City? Is it A, 4,559.27 miles?
Mm.
Is it B, 5,579.27 miles?
Yes.
Or is it C, 6,599.27 miles?
Okay. I
Okay.
think. Should I tell you my answer or no? Do I just write down the
No,
left?
you can tell me your answer.
Okay. See?
So you've gone for 6,599.27 miles.
Yeah, it just seemed like it's a far away.
Yeah.
It is far away.
It is far
I
away,
mean-
but the answer is
A.
B.
Oh.
£5,579.27 miles. There's no point punching
Pound?
the air.
You said pounds.
You did
Did
say
I?
pounds. Yeah.
Right, I'm really struggling, aren't I? I think it's down for heaters.
Heaters, yeah.
5,579.27 miles. That's 8,978.96 kilometres or 4,848.25 nautical miles.
I appreciate the nautical miles because I'll be honest, who uses that? The
Just
nautical
saying.
people.
Nautical people.
Who are the
Okay.
nautical people, Becky?
Don't know.
They're the astronauts. Astronauticals.
Okay. Question 2, Connor. Where you going?
Question 2. This one kind of doesn't make sense now, actually. I'm reading it.
You say if my.
All right, yeah. If my Mexican pen pal Carlos brought home a mole, or mole? Yeah?
Yep.
Yep. What should you do with it? Is it A, eat it, B, wear it, or C, teach it tricks?
What?
I'll read that
If
question
my
again.
pen pal brought home a mole,
If my pen pal, not your pen pal, my pen pal. The question is, if Connor's Mexican pen pal.
right?
So if my Mexican pen pal, Carlos, brought home a mole, or mole, what should you do with it? Is it A, eat it, B, wear it, or C, teach it tricks? This is Spanish, Becky. You studied Spanish at school.
A mole, though.
It's spelled or it's pronounced MOLEH,
H.
but it's mole, but it's spelled MOLE.
Eat it.
You're going to go with A, eat it.
Yeah.
You would be correct. It is A, eat it. It is a sauce.
A sauce. Sorry, when you kept saying mole, I was thinking like an actual mole.
I think
Yeah, well,
that was the
that's the
idea
whole
of the
point of the
question, to be
question.
honest.
Okay, now
Right.
I know where we're going with this quiz.
You should know by now. Question 3, Becky. Mexico is home to the world's smallest volcano. But what name is given to this phenomenon?
Do you want to try that
Oh
again?
my God. What name is given to this phenomenon?
Nope.
Phenomenon.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
What name is given to this?
Phenomenon.
Is it?
Phenomenon.
So the world's smallest volcano.
Why'd you use this word?
Phenomenon.
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 So it's home to the world's smallest volcano, but what name is given to it? Is it called A, a small cano? Is it B, a micro magma? Or is it L? Oh, for God's
L?
C.
If it's C, little lava.
Oh, no song about lava.
Go on. That's the one from the Pixar one, isn't it? Yep.
I need the options repeated because I wasn't listening.
Okay, so the world's smallest
Thanks for your
volcano
honesty.
is in Mexico. What is the actual term for that? Is it
This
called
phenomenon.
Yeah. Is it called a small cano? Is it B, micro magma? Or is it C, little lava?
I'm going to go for B.
Micro magma.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that's incorrect.
Oh,
the
no.
term is small cano.
No.
It is.
Yeah.
Not.
Are you ready for question 4?
Yes.
Yes. Are you sure? You don't
Yes.
seem it.
I'm sure.
You are. So far, you've got 1 out of 3 correct. So, question 4. Mexico City is physically changing year on year, but how? Is it A, its borders are moving because of seismic activity? B, it's moving upwards due to a volcano beneath the city? Or is it C, it's sinking and will inevitably be submerged one day in the future?
It's sinking.
And that's your final answer?
Yeah.
The answer is C, it's sinking and will inevitably be submerged one day in the future. It's sinking by 10 inches a year.
Wow.
Wow.
It's going to be the new Atlantis.
Do you know how big 10 inches per year would be? It'd be 20 inches over 2 years.
10 football pitches.
What?
I don't know. 2 double-decker buses.
Do you know what inches?
Normally things are like measured in football pitches and buses. So
Oh, right, yeah.
how many buses a year?
Well,
It's
that's-
a really small,
small
part
bus.
of a bus.
It's
each
a
year.
toy bus.
Actually, yeah, well, kind of.
It's actually bigger than a toy bus.
Okay. Question 5, Becky. The Mexican flag is made up of 3 colours, but what are they?
Just remember, you're going to Mexico.
Are they A, green, white and orange? Are they B, green, white and red? Or are they C, green, white and yellow?
A.
You're going for A, green, white and orange.
Yes.
That is incorrect.
You're
I'm
going to-
afraid.
Oh.
Ireland?
So you need
Is it
to
green,
get
white?
off that
Is it
plane.
B?
It's B, green, white and red.
Which is also, to be fair, Italy.
You are, yeah, but yeah. It's a vertical tricolour, their flag. So be very careful what plane you're getting
It's not
on.
just a vertical tricolour, though, is it?
No. There is an emblem.
What's
but
the
that's
emblem
coming
of?
next.
Oh, right.
Saw it in my.
Are you sorry? Are you getting bored? Do you want to join in on this? Excuse me, Becky. You back in the room, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Can't just wander off
Sorry.
with a quiz. So this is question 6. Continuing on from the previous question on Mexican flag, an animal is depicted, but what is it? Is it A, a beaver gnawing at a stick? Is it B, a dragon attacking a bear? Or is it C, an eagle attacking a rattlesnake?
C.
C, an eagle attacking a rattlesnake. That is correct.
Well done.
Well done,
Excellent.
Becky.
So,
That's each of my questions you got right.
question 7. You're driving your hire car through the Mexican countryside
Let's hope it's automatic.
when an alarmed local waves you down and says, "Para, acabas de atropellar a mi burro." But what is he trying to say? Is he trying to say, A, stop, you have just run over my donkey? Is he trying to say B? Sorry, B.
It's a bee! It's a bee in your car.
What's happened to me? Is he saying B, help, my wife has just gone into labour? Or is it C, don't panic, but I've just... It's just...
Do you want me to read my own questions out?
Probably better. C, don't panic, but have you seen the goat sucker? So, para acabas de atropellar a mi burro.
Let's hope you don't ask him to repeat those because I'm not sure he
I'm
can.
going to say A.
So you're going for stop, you have just run over my donkey.
Yeah.
Donkey.
Donkey.
That is correct. So
Thank
that's
you.
worth remembering that one, listening, whatever I'm going to
Yeah.
say. I think I better
Just
shut
in
up.
case we run over a donkey.
In case
Yeah, you
run
never
over a
know.
donkey. You never
Accidentally.
know. There's a lot of donkeys.
To be fair, would you run over a donkey on purpose?
No.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
so it's
just
only
realised
likely
I've
to
got
happen.
the next one as well. Go on then, Connor.
What? This is question 8, by the way. What does Mexico have the most of in the world? Is it A, ponchos? You do love a poncho. B, taxis? Or C, guitars?
I really want it to be ponchos, but I'm going to say guitars.
Guitars. Why would it be guitars?
Because I can bring you a guitar and sing to you at bedtime.
Very
That
good.
was- yeah, it was good. That
That's
was
good, yeah.
And that was a callback to my nativity play.
And the
on
song.
Sopranos, and the song, yeah. So you're going for C, guitars, yeah?
Yeah.
The answer is B, taxis.
Oh,
There are more than 140,000 taxi cabs in Mexico City alone.
wow.
But a little tip for you, only getting ones... Well, you're not in Mexico City anyway,
No.
but just getting ones that are actually registered ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we get out of the airport, we're bypassing everyone and just going straight to
Straight
our
to the proper
coat.
one.
Yeah. Well, Florida actually has the most ponchos, right next to Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Yep. That's not true, though. I made that fact up.
Oh, but it could be
Question
true.
Could be
9.
true.
You reach your hotel
Oh,
tired
wow.
from
That's a long question.
from travelling all day and decide to go straight to bed. But just as you shut your eyes and are drifting off to sleep, there is a loud, continuous knocking at your apartment door. You get up bleary-eyed and open the door tentatively to find the same Mexican man from earlier, this time brandishing a chicken and saying, "Ted, hoy este pollo muerta como muestre de nuestra amistad." But what can it mean? Ted, hoy este pollo muerto como muestra de nuestra amistad. Does it mean A, our chicken has died of grief with the news of our dead donkey? Is it B, you killed my donkey, so I hit you with this chicken? Or is it C, I give you this dead chicken as a token of our friendship?
A.
So you're going, our chicken has died of grief with the news of our dead donkey.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's C. I give you
Aw.
this dead chicken as a token of our friendship. You really need to brush up on your
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah, just in case
These sort
Someone
of things
gives
are
you a
going to
dead
come
chicken.
up every day, donkeys and chickens. Right. And the last question.
The last question. This is question 10. So, question 10 is, bearing in mind you have recently got married, so you recently got married to Sam, did you not? This was an interrogation question. To each other.
It's like a green card question. That
It's
is.
a green question. Which of these is not a traditional dance that you would see at a Mexican wedding?
Which
Is
is not.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, I was just asking
right.
again.
Not. Not. A. The sea snake dance. Do I need to read the...
No.
No. B. The Pico de Gallo salsa dance. Or C. The money dance.
A.
So this is one you would not see at your wedding. Should you go on the sea snake dance? The answer is actually B. The Pico de Gallo salsa dance,
Oh.
which is a beak of rooster.
Yeah, it's a salsa, an actual sauce.
Oh.
Oh.
Beak of rooster, and it means beak of rooster, pico de cala.
The sea
Gallo.
snake dance was couples stand on chairs forming an arch for the guests to conga through.
Nice. See, if I knew what they were, then I would have.
If you knew the answers, then you'd have got
Yeah,
it
if
right.
you knew that one was a salsa that you eat, then it would have been easy. The money dance is guests pay by pinning dollars to the couple for a chance to dance with the bride or groom to personally give them best wishes.
That would have been amazing. You imagine how much money you'd have made out of your wedding.
Love that.
So basically, you two would have been just dancing like you were, and then say I would have come up and said, Becky, and I'd have pinned however much money to
£50.
you and your dress and said, can I have a dance? And I say, I'm really pleased that you invited me to your wedding. It's been really lovely. In the meantime, Connor's dancing with Sam.
I would dance to Sam.
And
Pin a fiver on him.
Not a lot of talking happening, a lot of dancing. Been pin some money to somewhere on him.
We would
Oh,
have got
You'd have
loads of
cleaned
money
up.
if
I'd
everyone,
pin-
because
I'd-
everyone danced with us. We would have got loads.
I would pin a 50p. I would get a 50p and pop it like between his eyebrow and his lower part of his eye like an eye patch.
No,
And
notes only.
Oh, notes only.
No coins.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be
Do
able
you
We've
to
not
got a
get-
card
do you not
reader
give
if you.
card reader? Nice.
We've got
That's-
cards.
that's-
If you've
I
already got
think
cards.
to take contactless.
I've seen them. I don't know where you swipe though.
Homeless people have them now.
Do they?
Card
Okay.
readers.
You know, it costs money to have a card reader.
So they probably aren't homeless. But that's a sweeping statement, which I would never make on a podcast that goes out
And
to
you
the general
now
public.
Made it.
Yeah. No, but I think that's a lovely idea. And I've seen lots of pictures of that where the bride has got a dress with loads of notes sort of been pinned to it. But that's quite a nice
bet it
idea.
is
I
nice,
thought,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You didn't do too bad there.
How
did
many
you?
did I get?
Oh, sorry.
And that's the end of our little Mexico quiz.
We have to do that at the end of it.
So how many did I get?
I lost count, I'll be honest.
3?
Well, Becky,
I think I got 3.
I'm just asking the adjudicator to come in and just totter up on it. And from my calculations,
Would you like me
here-
to speak whilst you count?
Yeah. It was.
I don't know what to say. Oh, you drawn a little picture.
Yes, so I've drawn a sombrero with a Mexican flower, a skull, and some other things hanging off from it.
That's like like the Australian stuff.
Yeah, but I realised that, and then I stopped putting things on
Oh,
it
okay,
because I
'cause
was
you
getting
realised you're-
confused where I was
the
going.
hats, yeah.
And then I drew a Mexican skull.
Yeah, like the Day of the Dead.
Yeah. And then I drew the duck in Mexico, in Florida, wearing a poncho, and it's singing.
Oh, that's nice. And a flower, I see.
Yeah.
Around the hole.
Lovely. You scored.
Oh.
4 out of 10.
Hey!
Well done.
Good
Thanks for
effort.
taking part. Good
Are you
effort.
sure she scored 4 out of 10?
Yeah.
I think I got
I
5.
feel like she got more than that.
You got 5 out of 10. Hey!
Actually, I'm not sure that was correct.
No. Okay, well, thank you for taking part. That's very kind of you. And that rounds it off, I think.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy your trip to Mexico.
Yeah, good
Thank
trip.
you.
As they say in Mexico, watch out for those donkeys. And we look forward to hearing about it when you come back.
And bring back your your chicken as well.
Oh my goodness! I wasn't expecting that. And I can't do it. Oh, they know I can't do it. Goodbye.
That's for all our Mexican listeners. That
Yes, it is.
so they know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I'm
You're
sure
still
they've switched
dancing.
off by now.
Put your beanbag on the floor and put on your Mexican hat. Fold your arms across your chest. Now, what do you think of that? Dance around your beanbag. It sure is a beautiful day for Mexican beanbag dancing. Now dance the other way. Ole!
What the hell was that?
What the hell? What a way! I don't think you can top that now. And she's going to play us out with.
Ole!
Wow, that's very good. We're
Very good. I
impressed.
enjoyed that.
Okay, you going to say any of your spiel?
Yeah.
Go
I think
for
I
it
am.
then.
Well, because just to let you know, messages wise, we've not received any.
Okay.
But if we were to receive some, the way
Yeah.
people could do that is they could go on our website, fatherandsundays.com. They could go to the contact page, or they can email us at contact us at fatherandsundays.com.
Yeah.
But the website, fatherandsundays.com, you can get all the episodes on there, but all the episodes are available on your chosen podcast platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like, follow, share.
Okay. Well done. Okay.
I'm getting rather warm now.
Are you? Well,
Yeah.
then let's say adios.
Yeah? Are you
Are you going to say adios,
bored now?
Becky?
Becky, what's going on?
I'm just trying to find that song.
Are
Bye.
You good? Yeah, okay. Bye!
Sorry.
I'll be... Bye!